if you don't have a vision of where you go, and if you don't have a goal where you go, you drift around and you never end up anywhere.
The number one thing is you have to have a very clear vision, a very clear goal of where you want to go, because only then you will get there. You can have the best airplane or the best ship in the world, but if the captain doesn't know where to go, he will just drift around. If the pilot does not know where to go, he will just drift around with his plane.
So let me tell you something, visualizing your goal and going after it makes it fun. You got to have a purpose no matter what you do in life. You got to have a purpose. So that's rule number one, have a vision. Everything I ever did, the thing that I heard out of people's mouth was, that's impossible. That can't be done. Or no. I remember when I wanted to be a bodybuilding champion, including my parents and everyone else around me, said this is impossible. Why don't you become a ski champion? That's what they do in Austria. Or a bicycle champion, or do some track and field. You can't be a bodybuilding champion. That is exactly what I heard, and of course I proved to the people that it can't be done. So whenever someone said to me, it can't be done, I heard it can be done. When they said no, I heard yes. And when they said it's impossible, I heard it is possible. Because I am a strong believer. I'm a strong believer of what Nelson Mandela said, that everything is always impossible until someone does it. Well, I'm going to be the one, I said to myself, I'm going to do it and I'm going to show it to them. Maybe it has never been done before. That's perfectly fine with me. But I'm going to do it. And I did not listen to the naysayers.
So I think the key thing is that we know where we're going, and that you're very passionate about that you see it always in front of you, the goal. And the other thing that's important is that you got to shoot for the top. You got to go and really have big goals and think big, because then you're going to get big. Then you're going to go and achieve big things. That is the most important thing. You know, we don't achieve big things by accident. So shoot for the top, shoot for the sky, shoot for the, for the stars.
I saw myself as another Reg Park, my idol, on that stage in London at the Mr. Universe contest, and also winning just like him.
Yeah.
And that, seeing that very clearly in front of me and having that goal motivated me. I didn't even need discipline. I tell people always, I don't have that much discipline. It's just that I had such joy chasing that. And so I couldn't wait to do another rep. I couldn't wait to do another set and to lift another weight, to get to that and to turn that vision into reality. And then when I was 20 years old, I did. And so I realized, I said, what made that happen? I said, as if having the vision, having a clear vision and a clear goal. And how important that really is in life. It's a simple thing, but it is so important to have that.
A bodybuilder looks at his body as a thing, you know, and he wants to develop this thing, and that's what he's looking at, but never at himself.
What is the best advice you've ever heard or received?
Believe in yourself. I think another one is just don't be afraid to fail. Because if you're afraid to fail, then you're always holding yourself back because you're afraid that if you go all out, you may fail. Well, in weightlifting, we learned that very quickly. The only way you could break a record is if you're willing to fail. That's when you put on more weight, you try it, sometimes you maybe you will not be able to lift it, which has happened to me many times, but eventually, when you train hard enough, you will lift it. So don't be afraid to fail. I mean, how far can you fall? The other thing is that you got to work your butt off. If you think that you're gonna go and accomplish something really special and be the best in anything in the world, and you think you can do it without working, you make a big mistake. Because no matter what I did, if it was in bodybuilding or in acting, or if it is in the political arena, it always took a lot of work. And you got to put out, and you got to, sometimes make a lot of sacrifices. Notice, if you're not willing to work hard, forget about it. So there's another rule that is very important.
That you can have the best airplane in the world, but if the pilot does not know where to go, you're going to eventually crash. You're going to run out of fuel and you crash. And this is what happens to a lot of people's life. Their life ends up crashing and they're depressed and they're down because they don't know really what they're chasing.
Yeah.
And so this is why I'm a big believer in having a goal that you're chasing, whatever that goal may be. It doesn't matter. It's like a medical student that says, I want to become a doctor. It's much more fun for him to go to university then and to study and take chemistry lessons and math lessons and English lessons and, kind of pre-med classes because he knows what he's going after. He's going to become a doctor.
I felt many times that I'm not a disciplined person. But people always insist and say, oh, it must take so much discipline every day to get up. And every day you were in the gym at 7 in the morning and you worked at the 9:30 in the morning. And then you went to college after that. And then you went this and this and you worked on construction. I was like looking forward to getting up in the morning and looking forward driving to the gym and working out 2.5 hours and then going down to the beach and taking a run in the deep sand and getting some cardio work done and all this stuff. I was looking forward to it. It was not like, oh my God, I have to do another workout.